All right, so today we have a presentation on Eugene, Oregon. I haven't done a PowerPoint in a while, so this should bring you back, okay? All right, so we got several categories. We have money burners, foods, museums, indoor activities, and outdoor activities. I want to give a general spread of like what we can get up to up there and why it would be so worth to go. You know what I mean? Look at that beautiful, beautiful river right there. So majestic, I know, right? All right. Start with the money burners. Now, here we have two primary places. We have the Fifth Street Public Market and Oakwood Center. These two are the main shopping malls of the city. Of course, Fifth Way is a classic little, as you can tell here, a little pretty little walkway. You got a couple of few markets. I know there's like a chocolatier there, there's like a floral place, a couple boutiques. Pretty nice. And on the right, we have the Oakway Center. Oakway Center is a normal shopping mall. You got like Barnes and Noble. You got like a ton of bookstores. There's like four bookstores there, I think, is what I read. Like kind of peculiar, as well as a couple of clothing stores. Nice little spot you can go to get some shopping done for the holidays. Wherever you like. I don't know. A lot of ways to burn money. All right, next off, we have foods. I forgot to make the background for this, so very pretty, I know. First, you have the Yardy Rum Bar up here, little cozy spot. These are all cozy, if you notice. This is cozy, this is cozy, this is cozy. It's one of the top 50 restaurants in America from the New York Times. Pretty good, pretty good. Might be a line. We don't know though. We don't know who will go. Second off, we got Beppy's and Gianni's. Apparently, primo Italian, one of the best in Oregon. Personally, love Italian, so I want to try it out. Lastly, we got Izayaki. Izayaki right here. It's a little Japanese bar. Apparently, it's fantastic. Apparently, it gets slows down at night, so it'd be a cool little spot for us to hit up, get some sushi. I don't know, get some sake for cool. Get something cool like that. I don't know. Apparently, there's over 200. I kind of cut it off with my camera. 274 restaurants. A lot. We have plenty of variety. I'm sure there's bad stuff. I'm sure there's great stuff. And from what I've seen, most of it's pretty affordable. In the like $10 to $20 range for your meal. So not bad. Next off, we have museums. I forgot the name of this one, but this is a U of O. Also, don't forget the Oregon Ducks are there. We have a beautiful, beautiful museum apparently that's open year round except on Christmas Day, of course. That has some beautiful, beautiful paintings. This is a small section of it. There's a lot more. And then next we have a cultural, it's like an anthropology museum, I believe. I did this picture of the oldest sandal ever. Apparently, this is like a couple thousand-year-old sandal. Pretty cool. And personally, I love museums. I am huge on museums. They're so quiet, they're beautiful. You just spend an hour just looking. You know what I mean? Get some pretty little spots. So, and there's more. I didn't list all of them. There's like, I think two, three more, but these are the main two that are apparently really big standouts that are community like well beloved like country around. If you're visiting Oregon, you stop in one of these two because it's pretty cool. Next, we have indoor activities. This is a filler background, but we'll take what we can get. There's a lot of indoor activities. I just listed the two of the like most interesting sounding ones. Like, pretty basic. Escape rooms. Escape rooms are so fun. If you've done an escape room before, pretty sweet. Here they have like a jungle aesthetic, apparently like a space aesthetic and a pirate aesthetic or something like that. I'm pretty sure. Might be pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then also there's a handful of bowling alleys. This is like the most famous one. Personally, I love bowling, so we can spend the whole 3 hours bowling. And also, let you know, there's a coconut bowl style place. I don't remember the name of it, but there's a coconut bowl style place that's really good, really fun, lots of fun. They have like mini golf, they have go karts, they have bowling, they have a lot of stuff. So we have plenty of indoor activities. And lastly, we have the I guess outdoor activities. So I didn't do a lot of pictures because I want to explain it. This city is known to have outdoor activities. In terms of Oregon, this is the spot you go if you want to go to trails, you want to go to waterfalls, you want to go to the coast, even though it's an hour drive still. Um, it is a great spot for that stuff. I'm telling you, there's a ton of famous bridges, a ton of famous waterfalls. And look at this sucker. I mean, probably way better in person, but pretty cool in this picture. Pretty cool. And apparently it's not even hard to access. Like a 15-minute walk, 20-minute walk, I think, on this one. Maybe another one, I'm not sure. Coast, beautiful coast, You've seen the coast before. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Like I said, tons of trails. It would be very fun. Personally, I know Jacob ain't going on no hike no soon. I don't know if you guys goes on hike. You guys go on hikes a little bit maybe, but not a ton. It's like It's beautiful. Look at those trees in that background. Those beautiful Oregon classic trees. So nice. Same with up here. Reminds you of home. Reminds you of driving to the Lassen. Oh yes, the Lassen National Forest. All right, and I wanted to give a cost breakdown. This is a rough estimate. This could be higher or lower, but it gives three categories. You got gas, lodging, food, activity and entertainment, local transportation. So it's I don't know what that means. I just that got thrown in there. This is also ChatGPT generated, but in a local an estimated cost. So per se for us, we'd be looking at this mid range. Obviously, we're not gonna splurge every night, but gas is actually like surprisingly cheap to get there. Like I did the math on it. I gave like the figure of like $80 to $100 because apparently it's I believe a 600 or 300 mile drive or something like that. Not that far, and we could do that easily. I mean, ooh, $25 in gas, man. Maybe $30. And if you factor in snow, maybe add extra $10 just in case, you know. And also tire chains, depending on how you do transportation. That's a big top you have to have. Secondly, you have the lodging. Um, that is a splurge price right there. We're not gonna be paying that much. We're gonna be paying probably because I saw his figures of like we saw before, $240. So well, a little close, but it depends. We can find somewhere cheap and find somewhere expensive. Food, I don't know if we're getting that many meals a day. Probably 2 meals a day, if that. We're not gonna be burning that much cash. But you want to go on the high end, we'll go in this 140, 140 range. Kids entertainment, this is where we might surge a bit. We might do $25, $50 to this. You know what I mean? These got stuff like escape rooms, mini golf museums, and also there's group prices frequently. So we'll see what we can get. And this is crap. I don't know why this was included. Screw ChatGPT. So, my personal opinion, I think we'd be looking at a total upper end of $230 per person. If we want to do a nice trip. Think about it. And here's the final slide. I think this is a good spot. I'm gonna say please consider this one because this one not bad at all. I feel that we could have a great time. We could do a nice little 6 hour drive. It ain't that long, it ain't that far. We can do that. If you're worried about transportation, we can get them snow tires, we can get them chains, we can get it done. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is a good destination. I'll admit, when Jacobs first said it, I went, Jacobs being gay. He just said this because it's like the first thing that came to his mind. But the longer I think into it, the better it looks. I want to say thank you for watching my presentation. This is made. Oh my gosh, this is aimed primarily at you, Chase. I want to let you know. You better watch the end. You better mention this. I mentioned you because we're trying to convince you, man. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.